What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to Onmyoji the card game. This is a brand new card game that just came out today. So if you do like to download the title, I will have the links in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. Now before we jump into some card combat action, just one little small tiny subjective criticism on the overall UI design decision of all of these Onmyoji games, right? Like, now truth be told, the UI in the Onmyoji Hero Collector, the Arena MOBA game, and now the card game look really good. Like, this is a stylish UI. This looks like some type of scene out of like the Spirited Away movie, right? Like, they do a really good job when it comes to style. I do think, however, they prioritize that style over function. None of the games really, in my opinion, have a really intuitive UI. It's just like, let's make it pretty first, and then we'll just throw a bunch of icons over some random buildings, and then hopefully the players will figure it out over time, right? Which they will, which they absolutely will. The more you play the game, the less of a factor that's gonna be, but I just thought I would mention it. So let's go ahead and jump into a little bit of combat here. We're gonna go ahead and stick with the story for right now. That way I can kind of show you how the game works and how it flows. There is story in this game, believe it or not, between every single encounter. It does give you, some nice little live 2D art kind of monologuing back and forth. So if you want to know more about what's going on inside the world, there is plenty to take in there. But for the sake of the YouTube, we're going to go ahead and jump into combat directly. All right, so let the battle begin. Now, just like in all of these card games, the AI will kind of dictate who goes first. So my opponent's going to go first. I'm going to go second. And now it's time for me to mulligan some cards in my hand. I'm gonna mulligan some of these healing spells for a little bit later in combat. There we go. Now, since he's going first, he's only gonna get one action this turn, but every single turn you actually get two actions. And this will make more sense once you kind of go through the different phases of your turn. Just like in all these card games, the objective of winning is making your opponent go down to 0 health, as you might expect. So here is my turn, and let's go ahead and start off with the different phases of your turn. Now, first things first, the thing that you need to do is to level up one of the heroes on your board. So right now I have the option to level up one of these 3 heroes here. I'm gonna go ahead and level up Hyakubun here. Now, the reason why I want to do that is because as you level up these characters, you're gonna get these little yin and yang symbols right over here on the bottom of the card, and these correlate to the resource required to cast that spell. So right now you see Momo, she has no icon under her card. So right now she can't cast anything. She doesn't have the power to do so. But Hyakubun here has 1, so he can cast all cards that have 1 purple cost. Now my cool little Drunken master over here, he has a little brown one, so he can cast the cards that are brown. You can only cast the cards that are tied to your hero. Speaking of heroes, there is no such thing as summoning heroes in this game. All of your heroes are deployed at the very beginning of combat, and they can never be removed from the board. They can die temporarily, but they're always on the board at all times, all right? So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and use Soul Reap, which is a spellcast card. This allows me to basically kill anyone that has 2 or less combat power. Just like in all hero collectors, just like in all card games, your attack is on the left, your HP is on the right. So I went ahead and killed him, and I cleared him off the combat field, right? So when your cards are back here, they're in reserve, but when they're here in the center, they represent like the combat field. And in order to attack your opponent, you have to kill the card that's in the combat field first. But just like in all these card games, there's all types of stipulations that follow that, right? So from here, what I want to do, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of just chill out. I'm gonna use my little Drunken master here. He's gonna do 1 damage to himself, which is gonna allow me to draw a card, and I'm gonna do it again as well, just to kind of get prepared for a future turn. There's nothing telling you that you have to attack your opponent every single turn. That's really up to you. All right, and of course, if you put one of your heroes in the little combat field here, you're putting them in the line of fire, so it's not necessarily the thing that you always want to do. But once again, this comes down to the strategy of card games, right? All right, so right now he has this card in the battlefield at 4/3. It's time for me to level up one of my units here. I'm gonna go ahead and level up. This unit right over here. Every single time you level him up, he gets a free card, which allows him to get even stronger. So it's going to give him a permanent +1 health and +1 attack, which is going to give me what I need. So now he's a 3/6. I'm going to smack him in the face. That'll kill him, clearing him off the battlefield and then putting him in the graveyard for 3 turns. I've used both of my actions this turn, and I'll go ahead and end the turn and keep it flowing. Now the game, believe it or not, like I'm not really in the market for a card game at the moment. I'm kind of burnt out on card games like a lot of you guys out there. But I will say that I found this one to be pretty refreshing. I did. I think it's actually a pretty decent game. All right, so this turn I actually have 2 level ups that I can use. So I'm gonna go ahead and level up Momo. And then I'm gonna go ahead and level up. Do I wanna do Momo again? I'm gonna level up Momo. So Momo now has 2 mana basically. So now I can start casting some of these higher level units here. And I think what I wanna do, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast this ability right here. And what this is going to do is evolve my Momo. So check out her animation. So she goes from like a stale little, flat 2D art to some live 2D art action. You love to see it. So every single turn, she's gonna be healing some of my weakened units, which is always nice. I have one more action I can do this turn. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna go ahead and give my little Drunken Master here Unyielding, which is going to allow him to not die. He basically gets a shield here, and he's not going to be able to be defeated as long as he has that shield on. Kind of an overkill. Didn't need to do it. I wasn't really paying attention to the attack, but you know what? Maybe I just wanted to describe what that ability did. All right, I'm trying to train you guys. I'm trying to teach you some things. All right, so down he goes. My Drunken Master has been defeated. He's on a 3-turn cooldown in the graveyard. But that's totally fine, totally fine. Smack me in the face. It's 19-20 at the moment. So this turn, I'm gonna go ahead and level up Drunken Master here. Now do note he's technically dead, so you can't actually cast any spells on him, but I do have my Momo ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Momo. That's gonna revive him, give him haste as well. And on top of all of that, should I go? Dude, I thought I was gonna do like a real good combo. I am gonna do a nice little combo. Go ahead and bring him up to Demon King form. Once again, gets this nice little live 2D art. Also, since that resurrection gave him haste, it doesn't matter that I have no more actions left. I can still go ahead and attack. So very, very nice. All right, into the graveyard you go. I'm out of actions now. We'll go ahead and end my turn. We getting there. I just had to build up a little bit. Okay, let's see what our opponent does here. He's gonna level up that unit over there, give him a nice little buff. That's gonna give him a 3, and he's gonna go Heart Strike. That's gonna be plenty of damage to kill my man right over there. You know what, that's all right. Well, I'll take that trade. I'll take it, that's fine. All right, so now he's pretty wide open. I'm gonna be able to get a really big attack in this time around. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of power in our man over here, give him a level. That's gonna give him the free card every single time he levels up. Strike Evil. That's a +4 attack. Very, very nice. Since it's a spellcast card, I can do it again. That's another attack down to 6 HP. You love to see it. All right, so that is going to be the end of that turn. Let's see, he can't, I don't think he has anything to kill me. Let's see if he has anything that can buff that card up. Oh, he has a revive. I still don't think he has anything. Now, he can just kind of clog the board up a little bit, but it's not gonna be enough, my friend. Go ahead and give a nice little level 2 hand gang here. I'll go ahead and just evolve him for the sake of the video. So his evolve form, when you defeat Shikigami, deal 1 damage to the opponent player and recover 1 health. So that'll go ahead and power him up there. And then from here, I'll go ahead and clear the battlefield, get him out of the way in my turn. Very, very nice. Since I killed a Shikigami there, I got 1 health back. All I need to do is take away 5 more HP and we are good to go. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So our Drunken Master is alive once again. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go ahead and give Momo another level. So now she can cast her 3 cost spells here. So when Momo heals or revives on your Shikigami, give it a +2 attack and +2 health permanently, which is pretty awesome there. So now she's tier 3, ready to go. And I think from here, we go ahead and smack him with Handgan. That'll kill him, give me 1 health. And then our turn is done from there. Well, let's see, I'm pretty sure we're good here. He's gonna heal up that unit there. It becomes a 3/5, a 4/5. That'll be enough to clear him off the battlefield. 5/2 there. Ooh, Divine Child, my friend. Now I'm fully evolved with this character. We get a cinematic and everything. So now, really, really powerful unit. Smack him in the face. That'll once again clear the board off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Maddening, which should give me another attack. That is a lethal, my friend. So that is Onmyoji the card game. It's actually pretty interesting the way that your 2 actions per turn don't always necessarily mean only 2 actions, because as you guys can see, you know, whether you're doing attacks or whether you're doing attack cards, it kind of switches up how many things you can get done in a single turn. So I do like this game, actually. So if you're in the market for a card game, this one actually seems pretty interesting. Definitely gets my stamp of approval. If you're not really into card games, you're kind of burnt out, I still say give it a try. It's like in that gray area, right? This actually might convince you to play a card game again, believe it or not. So that is gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, my name is FG3000. I thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Later.